1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy Hikins.
Going through a war with
Trevor.
You know, I don't know. To be honest, I think it's I think that question is a very individual question.
Right.
I suppose it's like asking a journalist why they'd want to be a journalist.
Well,
because they do the exact same thing. They go through war-torn countries. They serve a purpose, don't they? They serve to find truth and, you know, indemnity and, you know, showcase it throughout the world, etc. So I suppose it depends. It depends the purpose of the person who you're asking. So there's a guy that I listen to online, Mr. Ball. He tells a story about a friend that he used to serve in the American Armed Forces with. He was Special Forces.
Right.
And this man basically left the American Armed Forces, and I'm pretty sure it was Afghanistan during that period, he went over there, and there's a news story, and this guy who's telling the story, he turns on the TV and he's looking, he sees this man that he used to serve with at one point.
Yeah.
And he's in Afghanistan, and he's technically classed as a civilian because he's left the armed forces and he's gone over there to fight. And the reason why he'd done it, and in summary, is because he knew as a soldier he couldn't do what he needed to do to help those people, because there was the political avenue with with him being a US soldier, to him going to Afghanistan. Obviously, US had pulled out by this point, I believe, maybe. So he said as a civilian he can go over there and he can serve to help those people as a civilian under the guise of maybe helping, I think it was the Afghan armed forces or the Afghan police, and they went and they defeated the Taliban. They took back this whole city, and saved loads of people by doing it. So from his standpoint, the reason why he'd go do something like that is to help people in situations where he can without, I suppose, any formal attachments. I suppose as a journalist, they'd go do something like that to bring truth to the world, maybe for people like all those people who went to Ukraine when the conflict between Ukraine and Russia started. I think partly it's to help, but then I think part of it is glamour, if I'm being fair, because the last great war that we had would have been World War II, and we learn about that in history, and they somewhat glamorize it in a way. Like we're made out to be absolutely like heroes, etc., etc. So I think people go to these places for maybe that kind of aspect to get the hero feel. So I think it's an individual question, really.
yeah, I quite agree with you. So it would be a maybe for you then.
Maybe. No, I don't think there is no reason for me to put myself into a position where I need to be in a war-torn country.
Right. Yeah. What about for charity? You could, if it was for.
I mean, I don't particularly believe in charity, to be fair. I think charity is, I think charity is 90% giving your money back to the government and 10% your money being split between all the different overheads of the charity. So I don't tend to do charity anymore. I grew up since my younger days, but go to a war-torn country for charity. I mean, I've got great respect for places like the Red Cross, but essentially the way that I look at it, you're just kind of adding on to the casualties.
Yeah. Well.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor Gear and Emmy Hikins.
The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
Wednesday afternoon. Hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz, the leader of our gang, will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything Cuz does. And fund the aim of everything Cuz does.